Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Thanks for joining us again. It's the Double
Double
D's.
D's.
I got it again. And thank you for joining us. Now, we did a show earlier this week that had to do with war. Did echoing still? With war? Sorry.
I think it's fine.
Okay. So we did a show that had to do with war earlier this week, and kind of what's going on in the world in uh, as far as the economy. We touched on that. We kind of
Yeah.
touched on several things, and um, you guys should watch that video. It just
Yeah.
kind of touches on different things of who's with us, who's against us,
Yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah, around the world
Okay.
and everything like
Okay.
that. So, yeah.
So, in
Yeah.
light of that, I want to say 1952 or 54, Turkey, um, who is considered the strongest, has the strongest army
Yeah.
in the East, right? So Turkey is considered to have the strongest army,
In the
right?
Middle East?
In the Middle East, which is crazy because we provide all the armed weapons for Israel. But Turkey is considered,
Really?
yeah. So
And
they have extremely strong,
that's
uh,
interesting.
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So they not too long ago made a threat against Israel.
They
Right?
did?
Yeah. So they were talking about a few months back or so withdrawing from Turkey or from NATO.
Really?
Yeah, they're part of NATO in the 50s. Now they're talking about withdrawing, and now not too long ago they're threatening Israel. That's kind of
Really?
Doesn't that suck? Isn't that crazy?
That is
Now,
crazy.
here's the other thing.
Huh.
We have been supplying them weapons as well. Now they don't have the top-notch weapons that
Yeah.
we have, but nonetheless they have our weapons that we've
We
provided them,
provided them
right?
weapons. Yeah.
If a
Yeah, we
country
have.
withdraws from NATO,
Yeah.
should they be required to give our weapons back?
Ooh.
You know what
Yeah,
I
I
mean?
think so.
Yeah, like it shouldn't that be in our
I think that
contract?
should be in our contract.
That's insane that that's not in our contract.
It's insane enough that we supply our enemies,
Right? Because a
right?
lot of times United States, a lot of people don't know that they will fund both parts of the war.
Both parts of the war.
Just in different areas,
Yeah.
right?
So I think they should do something where if they want to leave NATO, that's cool. Just they give our stuff back.
Yes, I agree. I think that
I
should be
agree
in the
with that.
contract because now they have some of our weapons, some of our training, and obviously we can't take that training back, but we can take those
The
weapons
weapons back. Yeah.
Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
obviously it would be extremely costly for them to get their own weapons, to reoccur.
Yeah.
But at that point, that was your kind of deal.
Yeah, that's what you wanted.
Yes.
You wanted this.
Isn't that crazy? Like now they have all our weapons. It's kind of like when we left. Was it Iraq? And all our weapons were there. We left a lot of weapons.
Yeah, you're right. We did.
A lot of weapons.
We did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Remember-
And now
During
the
the
terrorists
build-up.
have all those weapons. Yeah.
That is crazy.
If I read correctly, when we left there, they have one of the most top arsenal weapons of not only guns but tanks, helicopters. They
Iraq?
yeah, because we left all that there. They have all of that there. Yeah,
Really?
and instead of bringing back, what they did is they said, "Hey, the cheaper ways, let's break everything apart." So they broke everything apart, like breaking down a car,
Yeah.
right? Well, the terrorists live in the middle of the desert. They
Yeah.
got to figure out how to live, right? So they went back and fixed everything and got everything running again.
Really?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It was like we did it on purpose, but they
That's
want, yeah.
crazy.
So
I didn't
this,
know that.
but obviously this is kind of what's going on in the world, and people
Yeah.
aren't really uh worried about America right now,
Yeah.
right? Because when you saw Trump was in office, you saw people were a little bit worried
Hmm.
about what was going on because people were like, "This guy's insane," right?
Yeah.
At any moment, he's gonna push that button. But people tend to respect what they fear,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
when you fear something, you tend to respect it a little bit
At least
more,
yeah, you
right?
do.
Because at any moment, things can go
You
wrong,
go south,
right?
go down bad, real
So
bad.
the way we left Afghanistan was a prime, like, to show the world kind of how it looked bad on us. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
that was kind of the start,
Uh-huh.
right?
Yeah.
And the way that America's kind of handled things, um, and our president, the way he looks, it
Yeah,
just
yeah,
looks
yeah.
weak. Is it a coincidence that all of this is taking place while we have what looks to be a weaker president,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah, this is what looks to be our weakest
The
moment.
guy's fumbling over his words.
Yeah.
Not to mention the amount of videos out there of this guy, like, just gaga
Weird,
over
yeah.
little girls.
Little yeah,
Have you
so
seen those?
weird. I
Yeah,
have. So weird.
it's weird. It's
He's
weird.
it's
Sniffing
crazy how
females, sniffing women's hair, little girls' hair.
that
Um,
is crazy.
um,
That
I
is crazy because people still want him as president
yeah,
too.
it's crazy. Or are they? Some of them maybe turning regretful on it. I don't know.
I think most of them are.
Yeah,
I think there's still some people who still want him. But I think most are regretting it.
right.
And I think most want somebody like Trump a little bit more because at least when he was in office,
Things were better.
things were
The
better.
economy was better, and listen, I don't know what he was doing behind closed doors. A lot of
Yeah, I
these
don't know.
guys don't do the best things, but
Behind closed doors,
behind
yeah.
closed doors, these guys, some of them are monsters. Now, I'm not claiming Trump is or anything like that, but I'm just
Yeah.
saying a lot of these guys do some crazy stuff.
Yeah,
I don't
that you
know.
can't
The
comprehend.
more
Or,
money they
yeah.
have, the more I find a lot of them are sickos.
Yeah.
So,
They have more power. And
yeah, I don't know. You just find you're
crazy.
into weird things.
Yeah. No, yeah. No, I agree with that.
That's something I'll touch on a subject later with that sort of thing we can get into. That's a whole nother conversation.
That's a whole nother subject we can get into.
But nonetheless, when you have a weaker president, other countries think they can run over
Yes.
countries because the
Yes.
the big guy in the park is bumbling and fumbling over himself. He doesn't know what he's doing. He's
Yeah.
fumbling over his words. He's tripping.
Lost.
Yeah. It just looks weak. So people kind of
Confused.
right. So in the midst of possibly people are really worried over World War III,
Yeah.
and I don't care how we put it, guys. Um, I don't care how we put it. We are pretty much in this war, whether we like it or not.
Yeah. Yeah. We are.
Like, we pretty
We-
much are, right?
We
It's
have not only been funding them, but also
Yeah,
like
right.
we're just in this war now.
Yeah, well, I feel like we're already in it, and I know people don't want to believe that, but we're funding them. Things are already starting.
Yeah.
And
Like, and if you want to say like we're not in this war, you have to at least admit we're very close to getting this
yeah,
war.
like tippy toe, like
Tippy toeing our way inside.
yeah, we're
that
kind of
war.
testing the waters, but
Yeah.
things
I
are
think
already
it's going, it's rolling.
It's going.
China has something. We're not friends with Russia and China, and
Right.
so you might go up against them.
And if we keep funding, right, so what's going to happen is these guys are going to say, hey, just like anything,
Yeah.
when if you had buddies and they were helping the enemy, would you want to be their buddies anymore, or
Yeah.
you know what I mean? So I really think this is kind of where it's going,
Yeah, I do
right?
too. I'd have to agree
World War Three,
with the
who knows? I don't want to
sir
do
here.
any fear
World
type
War Three.
stuff,
Yeah, I don't know.
but
I'd be prime for
but
them. Ah.
in situations like this, the only ones who are really safe are what they say is the rich, or the ultimate rich, right?
The
They,
rich.
they are pretty much immune to like any like devastation in war, right?
Yeah.
So today, obviously, we touched on the
Yeah.
war again. We're gonna discuss,
Gonna talk about it.
huh?
We're gonna talk about it.
Talk about how the rich get away.
How the rich get away. I'm interested in this
Yeah.
topic.
So in this some of the rich so this is what some of the rich do to start and prep when wars are coming, so that way they can scurry away and escape, right? Yeah, we're just
Okay.
gonna touch on some of the things, but there's a
Okay,
lot
okay.
of them.
Yeah.
But
Yeah. Oh,
some
yeah,
of
let's do it.
them, in fact majority of them, will get multiple citizenship,
Different countries.
different countries, so they can run to different countries,
Oh.
get their families out safe
Yeah.
and quick. So what they'll do is, countries that don't let you get citizenship because you were born somewhere else, or they require certain requirements to wait time,
Yeah.
these guys will just give them money.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh.
you know.
Oh, I didn't. I honestly, I don't know why I didn't even think about that.
Yeah, and they'll
But
just
that's
give them
yeah, you
money,
could do
and what
that.
they'll do is they'll get multiple citizenships all
Yeah.
over,
I don't know.
and like into neutral territories, they'll get citizenship.
Really?
Yeah, crazy,
That
right?
is pretty crazy.
Let's see here. Um, they'll make sure they install and own helicopters, jets to get away. So not everybody owns these, but in
Okay.
prep of them, what
Yeah.
they'll do is go and buy one,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
And make
Yeah.
sure that
see what you
they get away
Oh,
to
I
avoid
see
the
what you
traffic.
mean.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
a lot of them will, because in war, I was doing some reading on that, and in war, money becomes kind of non-valuable,
Yeah.
right? It becomes non-valuable. So because money becomes non-valuable, things become valuable. So what a lot of they'll do is they'll take paintings, art, jewelry, gold, silver,
Okay. Okay.
stuff to barter with. Which gold is
Yeah.
a form of money, rubies, emeralds, things
Yes.
like that, right?
Yes.
And they'll take all of those with them, right?
Really?
Yeah. And then a lot of them, what they'll do is they'll funnel their money to different countries and hold
Yeah.
it in different banks around the world. Yeah.
What the?
Super rich.
Wow.
Rich, right?
That's not a bad idea.
But
But
we're
that's
not
a
rich.
that's a
That's
rich
not a bad
idea.
idea.
Well, I guess if you're rich, guys, go do that.
A lot of them will buy islands.
Okay, I can see that.
They say one of the safest places in the world to be is islands.
It's islands. can see
Islands,
that.
boats, yachts,
Oh, I could
and
definitely
you
see
just
that. Yeah.
sail around the world till
It's
the war's over.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
a lot of them will purchase their own little army.
What?
Yeah, their own personal little army.
Really?
Yeah, a lot.
I didn't know that.
Ultimate rich guys.
They do that?
Yeah, yeah.
I've never heard of that.
You can purchase the little
Your
army.
own little army.
Yeah. Now it's not like
No, yeah, it's nothing like.
but you could get probably 100 guys or so. You know what I mean? Have
Yeah.
your little army. They all have some good weapons, and they also purchase state of the art weapons. Yeah,
Really?
armored vehicles. Some of them can purchase tanks, maybe used tanks. They're the ultimate
So
rich.
they get all out. Some of them just
Yeah,
go all out.
yeah. They
Really?
build bunkers all around
I've
the
heard of
world.
that one. I've heard of that one.
Yeah.
For sure, a
So
bunker.
so it's crazy that a lot of them will go this route, right? But
Yeah.
I mean, they have the money. They also will. Um, survival
Know
is
that.
it helps to have friends, right? But
Yeah.
obviously, they don't want to have broke ass friends. They need other billionaire friends.
Yeah.
So what they'll
Yeah.
do is they'll make friends with other billionaire
Yeah.
to help get away and combine resources,
Really?
just like everybody else, but they just do it in a
In a
different way.
different way.
So they
more.
found that the ultimate rich during World War One, World War Two, right? They found that ones that lived, that granted they were rich, but when they lived in the middle of nowhere, those tend to be more killed than the ones that lived in the cities, because the ones that lived in the cities had friends that were more connected. Yeah,
Really?
yeah. It's always about what's that saying? Not about what you know, but
Who
who
you
you
know?
know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Crazy, right?
That is pretty crazy.
And keep in mind with these bunkers, they're not just any bunkers, right? They're luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, I mean, I would assume so.
yeah,
If you got that much money, you're not just getting any bunker.
yeah.
You're gonna get
A lot of
top dollar bunker.
right. A lot of them too will take a doctor with them or purchase their own doctor.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. You need a doctor.
Um,
Definitely need a
uh,
doctor.
make sure they're in peak health condition.
Peak health condition.
Make sure they're all right.
I guess.
You can't be getting prescriptions out there. So, I mean, these are just some of the crazy things. That was just, I mean, imagine if you could buy an island. Now, islands aren't that expensive. I mean, they are to regular people,
Yeah, to
right?
us, they're.
But they're not that expensive,
Yeah,
for
if
the
you have
rich.
money. Yeah, if you have money,
Right. And there's so many islands out there that
pick
you,
one.
you could buy your own for a couple million. Just for a couple million.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. I've seen that. I've
think-
heard of that.
I think Johnny Depp owns his island.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Good for him.
Oh man. Yeah, good for him. But it is kind of insane what they'll do here. With possible drafts, we don't know, right?
We don't know.
But there's a reason why they keep
Speculations.
around drafts.
Yes.
You will be called while they're running away, right? In fact, they're
That's so
funding their
sad.
own little army, but they're gonna send people like you, possibly me. I'd be more like a senior citizen out there in the
Yeah.
group. You know what I mean? I don't think they'd be like, "Ugh, God, we're down to the bottom barrel." I'd be a senior citizen out there. But I'm sure you need bodies. But I would imagine if there was a World War III, I would imagine it would be fought on a more technological warfare than
Yeah.
actually like World War One or Two. Yes.
Anything like that, yeah.
But I
Like,
think
you know what? That could be something. Yeah, you're right.
right. But I think more people would die
Yes,
than any other war.
think so too. If this does end up being bigger than we actually think,
Right. The amount
yeah, because I mean,
of
technology is probably gonna kill more than people. If
more
you really
people,
think about it.
yeah. That's crazy, right?
Like we made a bomb and that can kill 10 people, whereas a guy with a gun can probably kill
Right.
10 people. I don't know.
You
Well,
know,
we've made rockets and missiles and drones.
right? And then you get those ultimate rich that will help fund armies or wars. They'll help
Yeah,
fund
that
them,
is crazy.
right? I
That
mean,
is crazy.
it's crazy, right? You know,
Crazy.
there is a company called BlackRock. Now, BlackRock is an extremely powerful company. You ever heard of it?
I
They
haven't.
own a lot. I mean, a lot.
Of what, land or of
Uh,
anything? Of
different
everything?
companies, different
Really?
companies. Yeah, huge, right? When they say making decisions, these guys are up there making decisions of how your world turns. That's how powerful these companies are.
Really?
BlackRock owns a lot. Now, I'm going to get into details later on a different show on these companies, people that own a lot. But right now, I'm just touching on BlackRock just as an example of how these guys love war and how the ultimate rich get better off with war. So BlackRock is a huge company. Um, they're a hedge fund company. Okay,
Yeah.
now um, they're helping fund Ukraine, right?
Really?
Yeah, that's how much money they have. Like they're helping in funding them,
Wow.
right?
Yeah.
So they
Know that.
also are own a company that's one of the largest for making weapons. So they want war to happen, right?
Oh.
Right? Um,
Yeah.
they own companies that deal with war, right? So they want the
Oh,
war to
yeah, they
happen.
want
But
war.
on the flip side, they've told Ukraine, listen, we'll lend you money, right?
Yeah.
However, we want the business of reconstructing Ukraine. They have that.
What?
Yeah, they have that contract. So they have both. So they are not only helping the war go
Yeah,
on,
fund the war.
fund the
Yeah.
war, but then they have a deal saying we'll give you money, right?
Yeah.
As long as we can rebuild. Now, this is how this normally works. When a country can't repay its debt off,
Yeah. Yeah.
you own the country, right?
Mhm.
So you own the
Yeah.
debt, you own the country, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
So, um, you can tell me one that's kind of crazy. You okay?
Yeah,
Um, that's kind of crazy, right?
that is pretty crazy.
Like BlackRock is a huge company, and a
And they
lot of
just
people don't know their name.
made
But
that deal. That's
yeah,
crazy.
yeah, like a lot of people don't realize what powerful companies are out there, and let's just say they own some extreme. They, as a company, own some extremely powerful companies that you would
Really?
think there's no way they own them. Well, BlackRock does. There's a lot of these. There's a few. I shouldn't say a lot, but a few of these companies that own and they're behind the curtains and they don't care to be in the face of it
Yeah.
because they make a lot of calls, right?
Yeah.
So a lot of these companies that make the calls are tend to fund both sides of the war. Crazy, right?
That is pretty crazy.
So
Crazy.
a lot to take in.
Wow.
Um,
Interesting facts, guys.
right, that's going on, right, in the
Yeah.
world.
Crazy.
And it's crazy. It sucks because let's just say there was a draft. Now I don't know if there will be.
Yeah, you never
I hope
know.
to God there's not. And here on this channel, we support our veterans, and I appreciate the veterans because of the
Course.
sacrifices they make.
Of
right?
course.
Um, so we thank you, veterans, for everything you do.
Yeah.
However, it does suck that if there is a draft, the ultimate rich will be running and scurrying to their
running
bunkers,
away.
to their helicopter pads, and getting their families
Oh,
out
yeah,
to
safe and
it's Switzerland. I think Switzerland's a neutral country.
wow.
Switzerland,
Switzerland.
right? And while a lot of our sons will be forcefully sent to war. Um, it's just crazy,
Yeah.
right? Sons, fathers, maybe
Yeah.
will be sent to war. Um, and
Crazy stuff.
yeah,
They're running while we fight for this country.
yeah. You would like to think that everything's equal, but it's never not. Nothing's equal, ever. So if you said it's not fair, this is true because nothing in life is fair.
Nothing in life is fair.
It's never
All right.
fair. You know.
Speaking to the women out there.
It's
I'm
just
joking.
it's not going to be fair.
It's not fair because
It's just not. But it'll never be fair. That's just the way the world works.
Yeah.
So, I mean, so let's jump to another subject because that one was getting kind of heavy.
Yeah.
Getting heavy, right?
Yeah.
We're just gonna touch on these, nothing crazy.
Yeah.
To kind of lighten the mood on our way out, right? So there was a. Did you see? I'm pretty sure you didn't see that video, but maybe you did.
Which one?
There was a Miss Zimbabwe. Did you see Miss Zimbabwe? And you guys see who Miss Zimbabwe was? Zimbabwe, sorry.
You good?
Well, she is an African beauty queen, right?
Yeah.
But the people are upset, of course, as normal. They're always upset over something. It's always a liberal that's upset over it.
Yeah.
That Miss Zimbabwe is white.
What?
Yeah, that's what they're mad about. Because apparently white people can't be born in Africa.
Really?
Yeah. But she was born in Zimbabwe.
Yeah, she's born in Zimbabwe.
That would make her Zimbabwe.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird.
So she looks white. That's why.
Well, she's white, but she was just born over there.
No.
Right.
I know what you mean.
And they're mad.
I'm saying, like, was the parent half white, half Zimbabwean?
No, I don't know, but when you're born there, just like if you were born in America, you become an American citizen. You're an American, right?
Yeah.
Well, over there, I guess.
She was born over there.
Keep in mind, people over there aren't mad. It's people over here that are mad.
Why are we upset? That's not our country.
Yeah, they're not mad because, well, you could be any color, born anywhere.
Yeah.
But over there, they're fine with it. It's what's over here is mad about
Why
it.
are we mad about it?
Isn't that crazy?
That doesn't bother us in the, like, what? What do you mean?
That's
What is wrong with that?
So
I have no words. I'm confused. I don't understand.
I know, right? It's crazy. So I saw this. We're just touching on these real quick because we're gonna be just trying to leave the show on a good note. Right? And then there was another video I saw. Right. So for the gentlemen struggling out there with the ladies, listen. I know it's rough. It's gonna be okay. I saw this video of this girl, and it just lets you know where women are at these days, and it's crazy that they even say these things or do these things. But this woman says, and she has a podcast. You could probably find it on her show. She said she needs more than just a good man. He's got to be more than that. You know, so when I think of a good man, I think a good man is hardworking.
Yeah.
He tries to be strong, brave.
Yes.
He's honorable, right? He tries to be these things. Now, we're not all perfect, but you try to be these things. You try to be a gentleman, right? And he's hardworking. Now, he may not be a rich man,
but he's a good man.
But he's a good man, right? And he's hardworking, right? Because, I mean, and when you say being a good man is just not enough.
I don't understand. Like, what do you mean it's not enough?
Like,
Get it?
Like you, you wonder why you're still single.
Yeah,
There
like
you go. So if you look yourself in the mirror, ladies, and this is what you're saying, that you want more
you
than just a
want
good man.
more.
What does that mean? I'm assuming he's got to have a lot of money,
Yeah, like
right?
that's all it is
So
what I hear is money.
money, 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 right?
Yeah.
And it's just like uh
A good
one
man.
day
Yeah.
this
Yeah.
money will no longer be valuable. Now I don't know when that day will come, but the dollar's already going out of control.
It's going out of control.
But you're sitting here and just like I'm
More
assuming that's
money.
what she meant,
Yeah, I'm assuming too.
because that's insane to me.
Because a good man is gonna be hardworking. So he's gonna have money.
And eventually you'll get
He'll
something.
get something even better.
But it's just insane to me that these and it's not all ladies. I'm not saying all ladies are bad, but
no,
I'm just
ladies.
saying there are those women that's just like, it must be more. I have to have more.
Yeah,
I need more. I
more.
want more. And
And they get upset when they get the one with the money, but then the money's out having fun,
yeah, he's doing other
going around,
things.
he's doing
You
other things. It's
you
like
realize that this guy, his chances are is not going to be faithful.
no, like
Like, you realize that, right? You can't have it all. Nobody can,
no.
right? So it's just insane to me, that thinking of he's got to have more.
He's gonna have more than be a good man. Look, ladies, I'm not saying that settle for some trash man or anything. I'm saying it's a good man. A good man's gonna take care of you. He's gonna work hard. He's gonna love you to the best way he can. He's
Yeah,
gonna take care of his family. You know, he's not gonna. A good man won't stay in an apartment forever. He's gonna get himself a home,
he's
get
gonna
some nice
hustle.
cars. He's gonna hustle. You get
Yeah,
yourself a good man.
because you tend to get a when a man really loves his woman, and he finds a woman that he loves, and she respects this man, right? And she loves this man. There is no end to what this man will do for his wife and his family to make sure that they have the best life that he can give. There's no amount. I'm telling
Yeah,
you, ladies, when you find a good man, you're going to find him, and this guy's going to hustle. They all do. All the good men do.
yeah,
They will hustle for you and for the children.
yeah.
Okay. Now, on another note,
Oh,
I'm gonna leave you guys on that one. We're gonna jump to another one real quick. Okay. I saw this video of this father, or yeah, husband slash
uh,
father, who left his wife at the airport. Now, this was a few weeks back.
what?
I loved it. He left his wife at the airport. Now I realize what we just got done talking about, ladies, about
A
this
good
man
man.
hating woman, but I'm not saying that because of this, but it was a funny video. And I'm going to tell you why I loved it, because this woman, 15 minutes before their plane is about to take off, says, I want Starbucks on the other side of the airport.
I saw that.
Right. This guy has been wanting to visit his daughter.
Yes.
Now, I don't know if it's their daughter or her daughter or his daughter.
Yeah.
Right?
I think it was
So-
his daughter.
I think so too. So his wife kind of ruined the first meeting, if I'm correct.
Yeah. I heard
And
about that.
so he was like, I want to
I'm
go
done,
see
yeah.
I'm going to go see her.
I'm gonna go see her. It doesn't matter.
She takes off to Starbucks 15 minutes prior, which I think was on purpose.
I think so too.
I think she didn't want to go, and I think she didn't care to see the daughter. But
Yeah,
because
and I
there's-
think she wanted him to choose. I think she wanted him to choose.
Yeah,
also,
you-
like a
you're
part
gonna
of it.
choose
They're gonna choose
between-
either me or your daughter.
right,
And like a good dad, he chose his
he
daughter.
chose his daughter. So,
Quick.
number one, like, why, man? That's his daughter.
Yeah, why would you do
Like,
that?
And then, like, what was the conversation? The phone call like? Did he just not respond to her phone calls as he's flying over? Like, I'm not gonna respond to her.
Yeah.
Was there a divorce? Did
I
she
don't
just
know,
go
that
back
would've been
home?
great.
You know, because there would be nothing to be really mad about. right? If you
Yeah.
think about it, she just went home and had her own staycation
Yeah.
where she stayed home and chilled.
Chilled,
Would she
yeah.
really be mad about that?
No.
Not really. She didn't want to go in the first place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like, you left. It's okay. I'll just stay home. Wait for you
Yeah.
to come back.
There's nothing wrong with
Yeah.
that.
Yeah. And he went to go see his daughter, which is
And
what he wanted to do.
like a pimp, he said, "I'm out, coming or going. I'm leaving. You can roll along or not,
Peace.
right?
Yep.
That's the man. I love that.
That was good.
Well, because I guess I love it because it's like you ruined the first one.
Yeah.
Why?
Yeah.
Why would you do that? You know what I mean?
No, I know what you mean.
So, I think that's where we're gonna leave our show.
Yeah.
Our show's coming to an end. All right, guys, we appreciate you guys coming out, visiting us, taking your time away from you guys. We appreciate that. Thank you for your time.
coming and watching.
Yeah, time is extremely valuable, so we appreciate your time. Thank you guys for watching us, supporting us, and being there with us. I really appreciate it. So it looks like it's the Double D's signing off.
And guys, hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. It definitely helps out.
And remember, guys, be happy, be safe, and please be respectful. Thank you, guys.
Good night.
Good night.
Didn't care about what they say, what you want to say, what you want to say, what you want to say, what you want.